Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, your home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. In today's video, we're going to be providing a follow-up on Avalon GloboCare. This is one we've covered a number of times on the channel. We wanted to focus in on some recent developments and highlights from the organization. Before we get into it, take a second, hit the like button guys. Big help to myself and the channel, specifically in pushing this content to other people like you who may find value. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join and let us know in the comment section below if you're currently holding shares of Avalon GloboCare or if you've heard of this company before. With that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be providing an update on Avalon GloboCare Corp. Before we get into it, wanted to thank today's sponsor, Out of the Box Capital, for sponsoring today's video on behalf of Avalon. As you can see here, trades on the NASDAQ in the United States under the ticker ALBT. A nice session. This is as of close on Wednesday, July 9th, up just north of 3% on the day. 8 cents per share, currently trading hands at $2.69 US. Now, in case you missed our initial coverage on Avalon GloboCare, I wanted to jump over to the corporate website, avalon-globocare.com. I'll leave this linked in the video description below as well if you want to go in and take a closer look for yourself. As you can see on the landing page, advancing laboratory services and precision diagnostics, Avalon GloboCare is a commercial stage company dedicated to developing and delivering innovative, transformative precision diagnostics and clinical laboratory services. And we're actually going to explore that in addition to some recent news in today's presentation. Now, if you continue to scroll down on the homepage, you can see their core technology platforms. As we've talked about in prior coverage, this is a multifaceted company with a very unique and interesting business model, and we'll actually be exploring these in more detail during today's video. So under the first bullet point, you can see again Avalon GloboCare, ALBT, a commercial stage company dedicated to developing and delivering innovative, transformative precision diagnostics and clinical laboratory services. We'll take a closer look at that in their investor deck in a second. The Keto Air platform itself, or a VOC device, which stands for volatile organic compound, which is essentially a breathalyzer device using nanosensor technology. We've actually got a recent press release or update on that division as well. And then their QTY protein design platform. We've talked about this one extensively in prior videos, but again in partnership or a joint intellectual property agreement with MIT or the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And with that being said, we'll kick off with the Laboratory Services Division, offering an extensive test menu that will satisfy most clients' testing needs from general blood work to animatronic pathology, urine toxicology, pharmacogenomics or PGX testing, and more. So essentially a one-stop shop for most clinical testing or clinical testing needs. Now, if you click on the Core Platforms tab on the website, it'll take you to this page here. And again, you see delivering precision diagnostics and laboratory services listed first and foremost on the page. Achieving this seamless integration of unique verticals to bridge and accelerate innovative research, bioprocess development, clinical programs, and product commercialization. Now under that, they've got their Keto Air Breathalyzer platform, again trademarked, exploring the commercialization and development of a versatile breathalyzer system. The Keto Air itself is a breathalyzer that's handheld, allowing the user to detect acetone levels in exhaled breath. The acetone level itself is in concentration units or parts per million, such that the user will know in real time his or her ketosis status, providing for very unique opportunities specifically in the detection of cannabis or marijuana. The breathalyzer is already registered with the United States FDA as a Class 1 medical device and has received a US FDA registration number. Now, the final piece of the pie is really R&D or research and development, again in partnership with MIT or the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, harnessing the power of 6 water-soluble variant cytokine receptors using this unique QTY protein design platform that we've discussed in prior videos. Now, they're currently focused on bringing forward the intellectual property associated with this program through these joint patent submissions, and this is definitely another component of the business that you want to keep your eye on. And with that being said, today's news has to do with the VOC or breathalyzer compound we just discussed prior. So I wanted to take a quick look in the investor deck. Now this deck is slightly outdated. However, this does give you a good visualization of what these single VOC devices or volatile organic compound devices actually look like, again based on nanosensor technology, and some of the key points including the detection and quantification of acetone levels in breath, monitoring ketosis state in real time, optimization for ketogenic diet, and the ability to be bundled with the AI Nutritionist app. So worth noting, Avalon is an exclusive distributor in North America, South America, the European Union, and the United Kingdom, and is working on a number of strategic co-development initiatives that we're going to talk about next up. Now that's really a perfect segue to the press release section of the website located under the investor tab. As you can see under news and events, the most recent press release dated June 26 entitled Avalon GloboCare and Chi Diagnostics enter into a definitive agreement to co-develop real-time cannabis breathalyzer for detecting potential impaired driving. And through this strategic collaboration, as I just alluded to, Avalon QA Distribution LLC, which is a subsidiary of Avalon, and Chi Diagnostics will jointly design, validate, and develop a prototype for a cannabis breathalyzer device, which is aimed at supporting real-time detection of potential cannabis-impaired driving and enhancing public safety. Now, the president and CEO of Avalon GloboCare goes on to say this partnership represents an exciting step in Avalon's mission to deliver innovative diagnostic solutions that directly impact public health and safety. By combining Avalon's regulatory expertise with Chi Diagnostics' VOC nanosensor technology, we aim to provide a real-time, non-invasive cannabis detection solution that can support law enforcement and workplace safety. Now, I just made reference to comments from the CEO, President, and Director, David Jin, and I quickly wanted to bring up his profile, again available under the About Us section or executive team portion of the corporate website. David has extensive experience and history in this sector. From 2009 to 2016, David Jin served as the Chief Medical Officer of the publicly listed company Biotime Inc., along with being the principal investigator in more than 15 preclinical and clinical trials, as well as authoring or co-authoring over 80 peer-reviewed scientific abstracts, articles, reviews, and book chapters, really demonstrating his long-standing experience and understanding of this sector. So with that being said, I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts on Avalon GloboCare, specifically if you're already holding shares of this company or if you've heard about it prior. Again, a lot going on at the organization, specifically in regards to that VOC platform and the ongoing developments or partnerships with Chi Diagnostics, really making this quite an interesting or unique story to follow. With that being said, if you're still watching at this point, hopefully you found some value. Make sure you hit the like button. It really does help get this content to other people like you who may find interest. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money, feel free to join. We're just about at 44,000 subscribers. We'd love to have you as part of the community. That's all for now. We'll see you back here tomorrow.